Pregnancy is kind of a taboo subject among the Amish. When I was growing up in the Amish, I didn't really hear anyone say the word pregnant. When I overheard some older women talking about someone who was pregnant, they would use the word expected. She's expecting, not the word pregnant. The word pregnant was usually not said, especially if there is men around. If there is only women, then they might use it. Sometimes my friends and I would talk about it in a quiet conversation alone when no other people were around. When someone becomes pregnant, then the family would find out, but as for other people, they just find out when they notice it. The parents would usually pick out a name and they would have that secret. No one would know the name of the baby until after it is born. And there is no baby showers in the Amish that I know of. They would have gifts given to them after the baby is born. When someone has a baby in the Amish, they have so many visitors coming to their house afterward, for a couple months afterward, and they are given gifts then. Most people in the Amish in my community do not tell their children if they are pregnant. The children would just find out right after it's born. Unless the children are older, then they would know, of course. In my personal experience, when I was growing up in the Amish, let's say 17 years old, I would not have dared to bring up the subject of pregnancy with my parents around. But I would have dared to talk about it to my brothers because I was very close to my brothers. My cousin's mom, which is my mom's sister, she would talk to my cousin all the time about if someone was pregnant. They would have a normal conversation like that. I just couldn't have that with my mom, so it depends. Usually after a pregnancy, a maid, which is maybe a family member or a neighbor girl or someone, would come to help out the wife to do the housework, the laundry. If they have other children, maybe make some food for the other children, take care of them for a little while until after the baby is maybe a month old at least. The weirdest part of all, Amish children are told some very weird things about where babies come from. When I was growing up, me and my brothers were told that babies come from the crows who are flying up there in the sky. Literally, that's what I was told when I was growing up. Whatever they can think of to say in the moment is usually what they say, because the children are not told where babies come from. Actually, there's no sex education in the Amish, so we are never told that. At least I wasn't.